So how long are we in port for?
8 hours, sir.
And how long will the tour on the island take?
It's a small island, so it would take about 5 hours.
And what about the shopping trip?
It takes about 30 minutes to get there by bus, and then we leave you to shop in the local market for 2 hours. So it's 3 hours in total. It's the most popular trip among the passengers, as you can find a lot of really unusual local traditional souvenirs that you can't find anywhere else.
I actually quite fancy the snorkeling trip.
That usually takes about 4 hours, but it won't be happening today.
Oh, why not?
The weather conditions aren't good. It just wouldn't be safe.
Oh, that's a shame. That's the one I really wanted to do. I guess it's going to be the shopping trip then, or I might just sit in a beach cafe and sample the local cocktails.
Can you seat me at a different table tonight? Last night it was truly dreadful. Do you know what they were talking about on my table? Well, I'll tell you. They were talking about their golf handicaps. So utterly boring.
Oh dear. Which table was that, ma'am?
It was table 31. I simply refuse to sit there again tonight.
Well, we have a free seat on table 13.
Which one is that?
It's that one over there.
With all those women? Absolutely not. I don't want to sit with a crowd of women. I want to sit with men, and preferably rich single men. What about that table over there? Number 21. It's all men. I think they need a lady to join them, don't you?
I'm not sure about that, ma'am. They are all in the cruise with their male partners.
Typical.
Don't worry, ma'am. Tomorrow night, I'll make sure you sit at the captain's table. That's number 12.
Is he single?
He is recently divorced, I believe.
Perfect.
I can't believe how much seafood the guests are going through on this voyage. You're going to need to order some more to be delivered at the next port.
What do you need to get?
I need 50 kilos of salmon and maybe 60 kilos of crab. No. Better make it 70 kilos of crab. I also need 85 kilos of lobster and about 100 kilos of king prawns. They're really popular with the guests.
Excuse me, what's the local exchange rate today? I want to change some euros before I go on shore.
It's 65.69, madam.
What? It was 67.63 last night.
Yes, I'm afraid there's been a bit of a drop.
In that case, I think I'll change it onshore. I'll probably get a better deal.
I shouldn't really tell you this, but if you go to the big shopping mall near the port, you should be able to get a rate of about 68.25.
Oh, that's good to know. I'll go and do that. Thanks.
Good morning. How long does a full body massage take?
That's 90 minutes.
Oh, in that case, could I book one for this afternoon?
I'm really sorry. We don't have a free slot this afternoon. We could do a shorter treatment though.
What sort of treatment?
Well, we could do an Indian head massage that takes half an hour, or a reflexology foot massage that's 3/4 of an hour.
What about a facial?
Yes, that would be possible.
How long does it take?
1 hour.
In that case, could you book me in for a treatment, please? I'm glad this cruise is coming to an end.
Why?
I just weighed myself, and I put on 7 kilos. I now weigh 97 kilos. When I started this cruise, I was only 90.
That's not so bad. When I first met you, you weighed 107 kilos.
Well, how much do you weigh now?
I'm 87 kilos. I've been the same weight since I was 17. Where are you going?
To the buffet. There are so many remote controls in this room. I don't understand what does what. I mean, what does that black remote do?
That one is for the blinds, ma'am.
Okay, so what about that gray one?
That's for the TV, ma'am.
And that white one?
That controls the lamps, ma'am.
So what does that silver one do?
That's for the air conditioning.
Goodness gracious, I really don't understand why there have to be so many remote controls in this room.
Well, this is the luxury suite, ma'am. So it has all these extras.
Well, if I'd known that, I'd have gone for a basic cabin. I hate remote controls. It's technology gone mad.
Excuse me, is this supposed to be the spicy chicken I ordered?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's not very spicy and it's much too salty. I can't eat it.
I do apologize. I could replace it with the chili beef dish.
No, thank you. I'm Hindu, so I don't eat beef.
Oh, sorry, sir. In that case, may I recommend the Szechuan pork belly dish? That's the hottest dish on the menu.
Actually, I really fancy a lamb and cauliflower curry. I had it the other night and I really liked it.
I'm really sorry, but I'm afraid that's not on the menu tonight.
I suppose I'll have to make do with the pork.
Excuse me, do you have any weighing scales in the gym? I can't see them anywhere.
They're out there in the corridor, sir.
And I can't use these boxing gloves. They smell of old sweat. They're disgusting. When was the last time they were washed?
I'll have them all cleaned immediately, sir. I do apologize.
But I must say, you have a good selection of weights. I always do my weights every morning, even when I'm on a cruise. It's important to keep fit at my age.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, sir?
85.
You are a great example to us all.
Yes, I am, aren't I? This body should certainly impress the ladies when I go jogging around the deck, don't you think?
Has anyone handed in my mobile phone?
What make is it, sir?
A Samsung.
I just have a look. No, there's no mobile phone here. Can you remember where you lost it?
Well, I had a lap of drink last night. I started in the piano lounge where I had a few cocktails at happy hour. I know I had it on me then, as I remember taking down the phone number of a very attractive woman. Then I went to the Tropicana bar and had a few glasses of champagne. I know I had it there too, as I took some selfies with some of the other guests. And then I went and had a few beers in the pool bar. I must have had it there as I was putting photos on Instagram. And I finally ended up in the casino where I had a steak sandwich to try and sober up. I must.
What are the rules about uniform?
Sorry, sir.
Why are you wearing beige trousers? It's black before 11 a.m. and white after 11 a.m.
Sorry, sir. I've only just joined the ship and I'm still waiting for my trousers.
We'll sort that out right away. And you'll need to iron these brown trousers on the rail again. They've still got creases in them. It's not good enough. We have high standards on this ship.
I'm tired of eating and drinking in bars on this ship. Let's do something different tonight.
Okay, well, there's a famous jazz band from New Orleans playing in the lounge.
I don't really fancy that. They usually play boring old songs from the 1920s.
Well, what about the South American dance troupe? Their Argentinian tango was meant to be spectacular.
I quite like the sound of that. But if it's very popular and you've got to book in advance, I'm sure there won't be any seats left for tonight.
Why don't we go and see that famous American magician?
No, I saw him before he was famous, and I really don't want to see him again.
Well, that leaves us with a British comedian who won Britain's Got Talent.
Definitely not. I really don't get British humor. I can't stand comedians, and I don't like him at all. He's the worst to act on board. And besides, you know I'm terrified of clowns.
Well, in that case, it's another night in the bar, isn't it, darling?
I'm having a real problem with some of the guests on this cruise.
Tell me about it.
Look at me. I'm shaking in anger. Can you believe one of the guests just swore at me when I knocked at the door and asked if she wanted her cabin cleaning?
I know. Some of the guests are just so rude. I was standing at the buffet table yesterday explaining what the dishes were, and a woman old enough to be my grandmother punched me to get me out of the way so she could get to the food. It was like being hit by Muhammad Ali.
And then yesterday, I was cleaning a cabin and this woman kept telling me how strong and sexy I was, and she wished that she was younger so she could kiss me. She must have been in her 80s. I was terrified, and the other housekeepers were crying with laughter when I told them.
Housekeeping.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. This remote control doesn't have any batteries in it, so I can't watch the TV.
I am sorry, someone must have removed them. I'll get replacements immediately.
And while you're here, this hairdryer definitely doesn't work. Look, my hair is wet and I can't dry it.
I do apologize. I'll bring you another one right away.
And before you go, is it possible to remove the smoke alarm? That flashing light keeps me awake at night.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but we have to have smoke alarms in all the cabins by law. I could get you an eye mask if that helps.
I suppose that will have to do. I hope it's silk, though. I have very sensitive skin.
There are so many different nationalities working on this cruise ship. What nationality are they in housekeeping?
Well, the majority are from Indonesia.
In the galley, most of the cooks seem to be Filipinos.
I believe they recruited most of the waiting staff from India. I went to reception and it seems to be mainly Chinese running the desk.
What nationality is the captain?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him yet, but I heard someone say he's Swedish. Where have you been? You're late.
No, I'm not. It's only 2 o'clock.
It's the real clock. We went real time zone last night, remember? And the clocks went forward by 1 hour.
Oh, I completely forgot. I was working a late shift till midnight.
We need to get a move on. The VIPs will be on board at 7.
We'll have it done by then.
Yes, but the supervisor is coming to check everything at 4. And you know nothing's ever good enough for her.
Good morning. How are you enjoying your cruise so far?
I'm having a fabulous time, thanks.
So, how are you planning to spend today?
Oh, I've got a full day of activities. I've got a Zumba class on deck at 10:15, and then in the afternoon I'm doing the water aerobics at 3:30, and then this evening we're going to the cookery demonstration at 6:45. Busy, busy, busy.
Don't let me keep you then.
Yes, I must hurry as I've got a facial in the spa at 9:10. Good morning. How long does a full body massage take?
That's 90 minutes.
Oh, and one for this afternoon?
I'm really sorry. We don't have a free slot this afternoon. We could do a shorter treatment though.
What sort of treatment?
Well, we could do an Indian head massage that takes half an hour, or a reflexology foot massage. That's 3/4 of an hour.
What about a facial?
Yes, that would be possible.
How long does it take?
1 hour.
In that case, could you book me in for a treatment, please?